our daughter Sinead had been diagnosed with a very advanced and untreatable cancer. And we left the Children's Hospital after living on the couch there for 4 weeks, thinking, well, we'll most definitely be coming back here when we get to the end, which at that stage they thought might be as far away as a year. And we were discharged to Ballarat Hospice. And so that began our relationship with hospice. We thought palliative care was some old people thing, not for little girls that were getting around on their unicycle as recently as 2 weeks earlier. The first interaction with this scary idea of hospice was this lovely smiling face at our front door. Phil came in and just there was a calm and a command and a sense of order in a world that was completely imploded. And then over the remaining 7 or 8 weeks of Sinead's illness, we got to know everybody. And we were taught a lot of things. We became very able at providing care for Sinead, but we knew that bringing in the big guns was only ever a phone call or a text message away. And even then, when we were at the last 24 hours, the last 12 hours, the last couple of hours, and then even in the hours after she died, we knew exactly what was happening, when it was going to happen. It was the one thing that was calm and stable in an incredibly terrifying and uncertain time, first moment to the last. It was a return of some control in an environment that felt very out of control. And I would really like to see a massive expansion in the availability of palliative care to people for a whole bunch of reasons. First and foremost, for the person who is dying. Secondly, for their loved ones, but also for the health system, I think that lots of other cultures are much better at talking about death than our own. And the idea that someone's got to be in hospital because they're dying, when hospitals are places of healing. But wouldn't it be nice if people could have as a default a health system and an end-of-life care system that assumed that level of control and autonomy, and that people would be in hospital by exception? I think that would be good. So in a word, what Ballarat Hospice means to me is empowering. In a moment of such uncertainty and no way of really feeling in any way equipped to deal with what had been sort of thrown at all of us, indeed thrown at Sinead, it was so empowering. It was amazing that we could care for her. I would like people to know that in our community, in Ballarat and a bit beyond, we have an extraordinary palliative care service provider that is very, very deeply based and rooted in the community that it serves, that is staffed by extraordinary professionals, that is powered by an army of volunteers, many of whom have been around for decades, and that is providing for people a modern and expanding option for their end-of-life care that is rooted in best practice. And so, if your hospital or your doctor or whoever says, we're referring you to Ballarat Hospice, don't be terrified, be relieved. Having a decade-long relationship with Ballarat Hospice was pretty much the last thing I thought would ever happen, But I'm so pleased to have this organisation in my life, and I know Jeff is, and I know that Hamish is as well.